interested. They were not interested of the reading books and stuff like that. But that's one of the biggest things that can actually keep you going in life, wherever you are in business, wherever you are starting in a school, whatever. For someone who says school is not anything for them, school is a scam, fine, I agree with you. But the question is, how do you develop yourself? How do you develop yourself? How do you develop yourself? Is it by watching movies? You're also going to learn a lot of stuff. You get information from movies, because information is what thrives in the movies. Okay, that is a good one. That's got a lot to teach you. Or is it, I don't know. How do you learn? Some people do a lot of books. People do a lot of books to learn, to know exactly what other people have done, the mistakes they've made, mistakes that they do not want to make. And then, of course, if you are venturing into anything that's got to do with maybe a career, you must actually learn to understand one or twos in that thing before you get into it. It's just wisdom. Okay, so talking about book, that refers me to today, May 16. Wow, something is not just right. My voice is just going off and on. Okay, but I'm gonna manage it. So today is a National Notebook Day. The National Notebook today is what it is. May 16, 2024. The National Notebook Day. How do people read? Or wherever. But I'm just going to put you up to know and let you know exactly what this is all about. So today they're celebrating the National Notebook Day, which is on every third Thursday of May. And this year we're celebrating it. Okay. It falls on May 16 this year. And it's a holiday that encourages people to record their thoughts. It is a holiday that encourages people to record their thoughts, events, and information in any notebook. We have different kind of notebook. Way back in the day, I used to have a girlfriend that used to put everything in her journal. Every little thing. If she coughs, she should go to the restroom. Something is uneasy, good, bad. She put it on the journal. So this day is that day where you have to, get to know that putting some things in a journal can help you a lot. It gives you, it's like a history in the book. Okay, so celebrating this day, it's encouraging a lot of people to record their thoughts, to record their events, to record information in a notebook. It is actually especially important to have a notebook or a journal. I just said it. So if you are a type of person, if you are a journal, if you are that type of person whose mind goes so many places at once, one of the reasons why keeping track of your ideas is beneficial is that it helps you to focus on something. It helps you to focus the mind. It helps to focus the mind. And people will often revisit their journal entries when they need inspiration. For those who actually, have a lot of things in a lot of places. Like me, I do it a lot. If you are a musician, if you're a creative person, you can also do that. For you to not forget, if you want to be a master of your mind, please listen. Now, a lot of you actually work in an office and you don't know how to journal things. It's crazy. I mean, it's very simple. You don't need to journal everything, but you just put a dot, put a point, and that point can be a reminder that you want to do something. A reminder that tomorrow or on the particular date you will have this thing to do. Just a reminder. It's not everything you have to put there, but if you want to put everything, it's okay. But if not, you can actually just put on just something that can remind you. For example, you have some meetings with so person in a particular date. You put it there so you don't forget, and you put it in your office so you remember. If it's actually an official thing or administrative kind of stuff, then fine, go ahead and do it. If it's a creative something you don't want to forget, maybe you write music, you humming it for you to forget because you got a lot of music, you can hum it and put it, or write it down, put it there instead of for you to forget, However, it's very good. It actually gives you the access for you to remember a lot of stuff, to be focused the mind. It helps you to focus the mind. Okay? So this is a celebration that's very good. Okay? Notebook. Have a notebook. Have a journal. Write things down to remind you before you forget. You can also do the voice thing too. The voice note is okay. Notebook is okay, but voice book is okay. A lot of people do that too. Doing a voice is also very okay. So what do you like about notebooks? Maybe it's the feel of a pen or paper, or freedom to express your thoughts in writing. Some people don't like to write, and the Gen Zs now are actually copying that. It's just a couple of young breeds that are actually, and even to read is another problem. So taking note, having a journal or having a notebook and taking notes helps you remember important lessons. And of course, using notebooks is a great way to organize your thoughts. It organizes your thoughts. It put it clear and lucid for you. So the first legal pad was actually invented in 1888 by an American named Thomas William Holey. Thomas William Holey was the one who invented it. It is the legal pad that was invented in 1888. Now, at that time, it actually worked for a small paper mill. He worked for a small paper mill, and he used to make inexpensive notebooks out of scrap paper and sell them for from his home, and he was making a lot of money with that. One day, a judge from Jersey City, somewhere in America, wanted to buy a few notebooks from him and suggested that he stitch the paper together with a cardboard backing to be more durable and easy to write on. And he picked it. You started something, it wasn't that too good. You were evolving from small to big, from authenticity to huge authenticity. And then you have somebody comes to you and they tell you, look, why don't you do it this way? It'll be better. It's not that the person have anything, but it's just like, it's like football and fans. Fans will see what is going on, and maybe you'll be at the pitch, you don't know what's happening, and the fans will be, and they're like, why not go to the 18 back? You see, this guy's coming from the other angle. That's how it is. So, what happened? It was crazy because in 1924, to be precise, the spiral notebook was said to have made his debut. Edward Podesek, an English inventor with many patents, is often credited for the invention, although he may not have been the inventor of the spiral notebook. He was the first person known to have used them to record information. So National Notebook Day was started by a stationery company called May Design in 2016. The company encourages people all over the world to post pictures on social media with their notebooks. So you see how notebooks say somebody actually started this. So what will you start? What will you start? You're probably going to start something good. All right, wish you all the best. Today, we'll have a lot of holidays today. So, hey, God, there's one crazy stuff I saw that I don't even want to talk about it. No way. Do not want to talk about it. It's crazy. All right. Today is a Global Accessibility Awareness Day. Global Accessibility Awareness Day. Disabled users must have access to the same high quality digital services and content as non-disabled users. So it's for disabled people. And also today is International Day of Light. Today, talking about lights, yeah. Pretty much awesome. If you don't have light, what will happen at the end of the day? Y'all know what will happen. So light is very important. So today is a general International Day of Light, May 16, celebrated on this particular day annually on May 16 to celebrate the contribution of light and light-based technologies to various fields and areas of life, so including arts and culture, education, medicine, communication, science, of course, sustainable development. Do you know that in 1802, a guy called Humphrey Davy invented the world's first electric lamp. I say that. Electric. See, these people this is why Nigerians is having problems. I don't want to say Africa, but Nigerians. Can you see what's going on? Because we can't invent anything. Things are going crazy with us. The economy is nosediving. See, these people invent things. And back in the day, the black people, which are the origin of the earth, the world, used to invent a lot of things. But now, you don't see a lot of black people inventing things anymore. A lot of the things that were invented in life were black people who did. But look at this. Okay. Now, this guy called Humphrey Davy invented the world's first electric lamp. International Day of Light commemorates the anniversary of physics and engineer Theodore Mayman's first successful laser operation was in 1960. The day is observed by the United Nations, administered by the UNESCO's International Basic Science Program, IBSP. So this International Day of Light is celebrated around the world through events and forums organized by people both inside and outside the scientific community. All right. So, it's good to invent. Invent something today. Do something. Invent. And these young people and even the adults that invent some things you see on the social media while young and adult people are inventing things. We don't even talk about it. What we want to talk about is uku. How someone, uku is bigger than usual. And we post it there on the internet as something that doesn't have value to us. Well, okay. Today is also the National Biographers Day. Okay. So they are honoring a popular branch of literature. Okay. Biographers. All right. Okay, so this is enough for us to go into the next job that we've got. But before I go, I'm gonna tell you about this particular holiday, which is done in the United States. But a lot of other people are doing the same thing, because whatever that is good, everyone wants to learn and pick it from there. Today is also the National Do Something Good for Your Neighbor. National Do Something Good for Your Neighbor Day, May 16, 2024. Jesus said, love thy neighbor, and the National Do Something Good for Your Neighbor Day is celebrated on May 16 to express gratitude. So I just say that do something good for your neighbor is a word that our Lord Jesus, for those of you who believe in Christianity, Jesus said love thy neighbor. All right, so it's literally about doing things good for your neighbor. Remember that somebody needs something, help the person get it if you have a little more. Okay, that's how it is. All right, So this day is celebrated on 16 every year, May 16, to express gratitude to those who are closest to us. In fact, a neighbor who's not merely the person who lives closest to you, but can be anyone with whom you share a kinship. All right. So therefore, your colleagues too are your neighbor, your friends are your neighbor, or your fellow commuters also. The ones that are doing good, not the commuters that are actually crazy. Those ones, okay, but if you still can help them also, no P. So, your fellow commuters, your friends, your colleagues are also qualified as your neighbors. So when we get too caught up in our busy lives, we forget how much fun it is to hang out with our neighbors and have a good chat with them and have a good communication with them. I'm actually doing that my own tonight show, and every time I come on radio, I just want to do it to talk to you. What I do is to talk, yeah. And if you're not very good in talking, you'll not be able to do the job. You must force yourself to. So this is how I get along with you. So welcome aboard once again. 23 minutes gone past the hour 10, and we're about to start the show proper. So let's get to it. To welcome back. Let's get to it. 25 minutes gone past the top of the hour 10, and it is your nighttime show. And today's edition of the nighttime show is bringing you the very best of what's breaking, what is up, what's trending in the world, not just Nigeria, but then of course we focus here because we are here. So bringing you that very best trending stories. I just want to keep you. And then if you love to comment, to give a reaction, to give your thought base on the stories, please call in. Today is a day that I do not even want to pick calls. I just want to just give you the information for you to have it, and that's all. But if you are eager to call in, please do. For those who already have the numbers and you want to speak about a particular story, you can go ahead. But let's start. Labour reject plans by Nigerian government to use pension funds to drive infrastructural development. It's happening live right here. So this one here says Labour reject plans by Nigerian government to use pension funds to drive infrastructural development. I'll put you up to speed on this one real quick. So the Nigerian Labor Congress and the Trade Union Congress have petitioned the federal government, cautioning it against deploying funds domiciled in the National Pension Fund scheme to drive economic infrastructural development across the country. Now, the letter, which was copied to the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister for the Economy, Wale Edun, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation Minister of Labor, of course, the head of service, among other top government functionaries, lamented that the plans by the government to deploy part of the funds to drive economic growth were already sending apprehension to workers in the civil service. So the NLC and the TUC said the recent announcement by the finance minister regarding the government's intention to utilize the substantial pension funds of 19.66 trillion naira for the infrastructural development has ignited deep apprehension and, of course, unrest among Nigerian workers, who are primary contributors and eventual beneficiaries of these funds. Okay. All right. You ready? So labor rejects the plan. Okay, let's move on. This one here says UAE, the United Arab Emirates may lift visa ban on Nigeria as Emirates resumes flights, and that will be October 1st. October 1. UAE may lift visa ban on Nigeria as Emirates resumes flight October 1. Okay, so I'm going to put you up to speed on this teaser. The speculation is mounting that the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, may lift the visa ban imposed on Nigeria as Emirates, the country's national carrier, has announced the resumption of service to Nigeria from October 1st, 2024. This comes 23 months after the airline suspended operations. Now, while no official statement has been released on the visa ban by either the UAE authorities or the Nigerian government, Emirates Airlines stated on its website that it will commence operating daily service from Lagos on October 1st, offering customers more choice and connectivity from Nigeria's largest city to Dubai and onwards to its network of over 140 destinations. So the service will be operated using Boeing, according to them, 777, Boeing 777 and 300ER aircrafts. All right. Okay. And then I heard that Emirates Deputy President Chief Commercial Officer Agnan Kazim said, "We are excited to resume our services to Nigeria, and the Lagos-Dubai service has traditionally been popular with the customers in Nigeria, and we hope to reconnect leisure and business travelers to Dubai and onwards to our network of over 140 destinations. We thank the Nigerian government for their partnership and support in re-establishing this route, and we look forward to welcoming passengers back on board." This is a good, or shall I say bad? However, it's a welcome development. What is your say? And then because of what happened, you remember Harry and Meghan was here. I don't know. Are they gone back? Or are they still here? Or are they still having fun? Okay. Well, I've got news for you on this one. Here it says exclusive: King Charles and Williams attempt to block Harry and Meghan's future royal heirs fails. King Charles and William's attempt to block Harry and Meghan's future royal heirs fail. So, I mean, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have just completed a private tour. You know that they came here in Nigeria, leaving King Charles in a precarious position as he tried to stop them from coming into, touring the Commonwealth. Okay, and this is actually coming according to the information we got from the royal experts. They say that King Charles, his father, actually wanted to, tries to bar them and stop them from coming into Commonwealth, talking about Africa, touring Africa, but it didn't work. Eventually, they made it to Nigeria, and I'm very sure they're going to do more to other African countries. So let me put you up to speed on this one. King Charles and Prince William's attempted to block Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's future tours via, back channels appear to have failed. Okay, this is coming from the royal expert, as they claim. So the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex had just completed the usually successful 3-day tour of Nigeria after being invited to the West African country to promote the Invictus Games. While here, Harry and Meghan met with a number of key figures, visited schools in the capital of Abuja as they spoke about mental well-being, and of course, Meghan's Nigerian heritage. It's being confirmed that the couple have already planned more royal-style international tours after the resounding success in Nigeria. All right. It sounds to me that they love what they saw, and they're actually looking forward to be able to do more. And so nobody should bother them. Please. How do you see that news? Let's have fun and also keep you abreast and keep you informed, okay? And what's going on out here. Don't go away. We're still here. It's 10:33. All right. So, but after this one, I'm gonna take a break. Let's go to the commercials, and then we're gonna come back. But after this one, this year says break-in. DHQ declares Nigerian terrorist Alilu Buzu wanted. Okay. The DHQ declares Nigerian terrorist Alilu Buzu wanted. That's what we are hearing. Okay. That the defense headquarters, talking about the DHQ defense headquarters, today declared Alilu Buzu, terrorist leader from the Republic of Niger, wanted for various criminal activities in the northern part of the country. Director of Defense Media Operations at DMO, Major General Edward Buba, disclosed this in Abuja at the bi-weekly briefing of defense correspondents on the ongoing military operations by the Armed Forces of Nigeria, AFN, and other security agencies across the various theaters of operations in 6 geopolitical zones against insurgent activities. Now, according to General Buba, the wanted terrorist leader is based on Sububu Forest and also resides in the Shinkafi local government area of Zamfara State. Can you imagine that? So he's wanted. He has camped for illegal gold mining located at Kawai in the Anka local government area of Zamfara State and has many boys working for him. We also hear that he's also a prominent cattle rustler. Can you imagine that? All right. Anyway, the good news is that he's been wanted. He's been declared wanted by the defense headquarters. So, Alilu Buzu, you are wanted. All right. Anyway, we hear this and we wish and pray that it happen according to what we are seeing here and what we've been heard. So we wish the defense headquarters luck. And we wish them the best. All right, now we're gonna take a little break here. I'm enjoying doing this without even taking calls right this minute. So please pardon me. And there is no here to come and force me call. Let's take a call. Yeah. So when I come back after the break, I'll let you guys know. Callbacks, CBN direct banks to collect customers' social media handles. And of course, Ganduje's case, we're going to be talking about that. I'll give you some info and update you about some stuff going on. And of course, what else again? And then again, we will probably get into, possibly the Rivers crazy political saga when we come back. So don't go away. It is your Thursday trending tonic. Raheem is my name. I want to take a break. I'll be right back.
Moment you've been waiting for, and we're bringing it to you live. Don't miss a second. Don't miss a second of the action as we broadcast live from the biggest news stories, hot talk shows, depth analysis from the best in the world. Stay informed and up to date with the best radio programming all day, every day. On your number one People's Radio, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. 24/7 around the world, non-stop. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
All right, welcome back to the Trending Thursday on the Nighttime Show right here on your premium talk station, Voice of the People Radio, 90.3 here in Lagos. And we are streaming. You can check us out on Voice of the People 90.3. All right. Simple as that. If you type that, you will see us live on YouTube and all the socials, live streaming. You can actually see us live and then see me live. So just type Voice of the People, VOP 90.3, and you will see us live. See me live, broadcasting live, talking to you. You might want to enjoy that. All right. So let's go back to what we are talking about. Yes, I've got too many information I'm bringing up here. Update on what's been happening, past and present. And of course, we got breaking also on the newspapers and the news. And of course, all that coming your way. This is the second lapse of the show. Okay, so let's go. This one here says court backs CBN directs banks to collect customers' social media handles. This one is on a week, Misha. Social media handles. Okay. Court backs CBN directs banks to collect customers' social media handles. I'll put you up to speed on this one. Let me update you. So the Federal High Court, Lagos, has upheld the new Central Bank of Nigeria CBN regulations, which requires financial institutions to demand and collect the social media handles of their customers as part of the standard Know Your Customer procedure. Now, in the ruling today, May 16, the presiding judge, Justin Namdi Dimba, said the regulation is not a breach of right to privacy of bank customers. Is that Justice Dimba struck out the suit filed by a Lagos-based lawyer, Chris Eke, seeking the declaration that the regulation has contained a section 6A of the Central Bank of Nigeria Customer Due Diligence Regulations of 2023. So Eke said the new CBN regulations is undemocratic and unconstitutional. That's what Eke said. Null and void to extent of its inconsistency with Section 37 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. And then the case is still on. So the applicant had asked the court to grant an order of perpetual injunction restraining CB from enforcing the regulation, which requires financial institutions to request customers' social media handles as part of normal bank customer due diligence requirement. So, I mean, it's crazy because someone has already taken them to court, but the court is back in the CBN for that directing banks to collect customers' social media handles. I don't know exactly if this is a welcome development or no. There's a whole lot to talk about this. Anyway, what do you think about this? Now, this is one that is trending in. This is one that is trending. This is outside. I even wanted to talk about this, not even the NLC and TUC, whatever. But this is simple, but it's happening every day. I mean, what actually relates to people, everyday people, is what I love to talk about. Yes. So let's go on. This one here, it says, after police ordeal, Portable to release new single Spider-Man. Now, for those of you who don't know what's happening, a couple of days ago, Portable, the Nigerian singer, was arrested because he refused to pay the balance of the car, one of the most expensive cars he bought from the car dealer. So Portable went on to give half of the money and never paid the other one. And then the dealer said, okay, each time they asked Portable to pay for the money of the balance that is remaining for the, to be precise, quote, G-Wagon he bought. Portable would say the car or the vehicle is not okay. The vehicle is bad. The vehicle is this. The vehicle is that. Look at how you're looking. Beautiful. Dozie, you're welcome aboard. I know you sneaked in.
Yeah,
I'm not even looking. I don't even know who is about my side.
Yeah,
I just saw you on the big screen now. Like he's laughing. Dozie, you're laughing at yourself.
I know you didn't see me coming.
No. I was looking at the screen.
Yeah.
I was like, look at that.
The weather is really. I don't know. I keep saying something. I keep complaining to my wife that why is it that this rain will always fall anytime I'm here in the office. Once I'm at home, you will be looking for the rain to fall. You not see rain. Everywhere will be hot. You'll be complaining.
Can we?
Once I step my foot here, boom! You see what this kind of rain with one kind of code.
It's true.
The type of code that. When it comes to you, you start. Your mind will start going.
I understand. Forget that one because I'm not married, so I'm not in that league. Listen, this thing you said now is connected. Okay. I was asking a question. Why is it that friends outside Ikotun area and beyond, Igondo and all those other places, for example, they always complain that the rain that falls outside that area is heavy, but the rain doesn't fall there. So one day I went for investigation to ask what happened, because I think my spirit was telling me something, and I went there to ask, and the lady told me, oh, they have block industry there. They always hold the rain. They don't like the rain to be falling to destroy. I said, for what? To destroy the block industry. Can you imagine that? Does that make sense?
It doesn't make any sense.
So, and the truth is, the rain does not really fall at the Igondo area, at the Kotun side, that area. It doesn't fall, but it falls out. That's why you're experiencing what you're experiencing. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah,
but I'm telling people that's where I stay. I'm sorry, I say that.
Where do I even stay?
He doesn't know where he stays. No, he goes to visit.
I don't know.
His side hustle. His side hustle is Diao. Okay. All right. Does it welcome on board?
Yeah, thank you.
And people were asking of you, even Chidera herself, and all those other people. You see, you have taken over.
How many minutes?
You have taken all the women that they say I'm having something to do.
How many minutes have you done the show that you are
no,
saying?
It's not now. I'm talking about past days.
Like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, because the day before yesterday we were here together. So
no, it's yesterday. They were asking me.
It's the same thing like with anytime you're not here, they also ask about
this one was terrible.
No, I don't
man, it was terrible.
What are you telling me? Don't tell me that.
It was terrible.
It wasn't really terrible. You know how many people that ask of you anytime you're not here?
No, it's a difficult thing.
The last time I was here, though, you know how many people that asked of you? Some people ask of their Zaddy, you know?
Oh, come on. Zaddy. Do I look like Zaddy? I'm a small boy. I'm a small boy.
Not the why yourself.
I'm a small boy. All right. Anyway, Dozie is here. For those of you who is asking, is here, so you don't need to. Live and direct.
Yeah, you can see me. What do you want from me?
What do you want from him? Let me help you and ask him. Natago, what do you want?
What do you want from me?
The one that does power is not around.
Do you want me to? What do you want from me?
Okay, definitely. Whatever you want from him, I'm his manager. Please tell me so I can be. All right, so I've been able to take a couple of updates, news and stuff, and stories, and big stories, breaking stories, and all of that. This one, before I disappear for a little while, because I need to go fix something. But then look at this. I was telling people, the reason why I'm saying this is because Portable is a renowned musician, and everybody knows him. And you know Portable, right?
Our bata for street.
Our street dude. Now, in the news a couple of days ago, yesterday or day before yesterday, he was arrested. All right?
Yeah.
And when he was arrested, it said the reason for his arrest is because the reason why I'm taking this topic now is for a reason. I'm going to let you know the reason why I'm talking about this.
Okay.
All right. So because it's connected to the governance. Now, Portable took a car from a car dealer. The car was supposed to be, I presume, was supposed to be possibly maybe 20 something million, possibly 28 million something, I believe, or 20 something million. All right.
Yeah.
And he paid 13 million or 14 million. No, 13 million, remaining 14 million. That is about 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 27 million naira car. Okay. And that was a G-Wagon that was given to him.
AMG.
Okay. So, but he didn't pay, according to the story. And when the dealer started, calling him and asking of him to, give the balance, Portable said that the car was not good and all of that. That's what we heard. And then he got fed up and he got the police and he was arrested and put behind bars. And now I'm hearing that after the police ordeal that Portable had, he's releasing a single called Spider-Man. Is it not a coincidence? Is it not planned? If it's not planned, then he's a strong man to always take opportunity of when there's a problem to, to make himself better. Now, but this is not the case. The case is that there's a problem we have as a problem we have in this country that there's a problem we have in this country where when you do something, the police people will come and arrest you. You're gonna get arrested. They're not gonna charge you to court. They will not even allow you to get your lawyer, except maybe you had to you're known and you do your moose. And it's not constitutional, and they keep doing that. The reason why I'm saying this, a lot of people have been locked without even having the free opportunity for them to, or the opportunity for them to go to court and to fight for the case or whatever they're being accused of or stuff like that. That is the problem why I'm talking about this now. I know the guy might have done wrong, but if the reason I'm saying that the judiciary here doesn't work perfectly well. In fact, it doesn't even work, but I don't want to say 100%. I don't want to say zero, but I just want to put it there that yes, it works for certain people, maybe the rich. And as you heard in the news, I'm hearing also that it's like the highest bidder goes away with winning
with
case.
Prize.
So I know this for a long time. That's why I don't debate about these things. But is it right for the police to arrest you and put you behind bars? Is that the law? Are you supposed to be there in 24 hours or more than 24 hours? Are you supposed to be there? If it's a civil wahala, is the police supposed to be into it? Why not they allow them to do what they're supposed to do and take them to court for them to be able to find a way to be able to whether they can settle the matter outside or in court is even better. But so this is the reason a lot of people have issues, whether civil problems. The police people come over, somebody will just go, and someone who's high and mighty will just take police and just jail you, and you'll be in that place without you having fair hearing in a court or having a lawyer that will come and take it. So that's the big problem, because that thing is unconstitutional. It's not. It's a way against the law, and we have two youths. I mean, we're too very okay in doing that kind of stuff, because we know Nigeria has been divided. We have the poor and there are the very filthy rich people, so they can do whatever they want to do. If police officers will be demeaning themselves by going and flowing, carrying people's handbag, politicians and all the social big men, for example, let me use that word, and that is it shows that it's the game here. The law is not supposed to be followed. I mean, we've talked about even that particular end where police officers are supposed not to be doing that, carrying handbags of politicians and umbrellas, and worse still, the military self. Some military men personnel used to do that, which is really painful. Like, it's disheartening to see that happen. And we've also talked that even in celebrities, except maybe it's a show that had to do with the government, so the government, the president sent, that will be a different thing. That's a direct order by the governor or the president, you understand. But this one, all of those things, these are things that doesn't make sense. And I don't know when it's going to stop. I don't know when it's going to stop. Because, you see, why you are just destroying the whole thing. If you are a celebrity, get young men, there are bouncers you can pay. We talked about this the other day on an international station. That was a couple of years ago. I was there to talk about this. Get people. You are an employment of labor also. You are employing people. You're helping people. If you do, let these officers do what they're supposed to do. Keep them out of coming in and carrying your bag and disgracing themselves, doing all of this stuff. Get for escort. If you're not a politician, even if you're a politician, if you're not the baba, then there's no need. Like, for example, as celebrities, get bouncers. It's not like in America or in Europe or in the UK when you have a private police, you have a private, all of these guys who have a private military outfit and private police and security outfits, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of security outfits. You can get personal security outfit. You can get people, pay them for them to be able to guide you. And we have too many people like that. I know I have a brother called Agamaye in Port Harcourt. I used to follow him down to the military camp to train some of on self-defense, to train some of the military, and he got paid huge money. I think it was a government thing. I think was it a state government thing, or it was a military who organized that initiative. He is the best kickboxer and mixed martial art personality, and then he was going there to teach them defense, and he got money from. So we have people who are good in defense with their hands. They can take your gun out from your hand. They can dismantle you. They can log you like a wood on the ground.
They can give you uppercuts.
Apart from that, they can quietly dismantle you.
Yeah,
they are there.
Yeah.
Employ them. Are you carrying military people around and seeing police officers holding bags, holding umbrellas, doing boy job for you? This is so bad. And so I mentioned that because there are too many things in my head I actually want to talk about. But then this issue of arresting people, putting them on, have you experienced anything like that? Without giving them a fair hearing, a liar for them to be in court to you. 24 hours. That law is not supposed to be there. They're not supposed to be there behind bars. You keep them for days because you have power and connection to my word. What is that? What is that?
How many times I call you?
I don't know, but I think it's a very serious thing. Go ahead.
Very serious thing. That's why I had to call your name repeatedly. You see, police in this country. Anything will concern police. Sorry, I'm using pidgin.
No.
But you see,
fire.
No. I'm not going to use. If I use pidgin, I will.
Fire the go. I want to even speak Igbo now.
If I use pidgin, my speed limit will be low.
All right, go ahead.
I won't be able to fire so fast. But once I say it in English, I'll be able to fire down very well. Anything that concerns police in this country is like, when you have you seen this kind of illustration? They normally, it's just a kind of meme. Like kind of joke. They bring a book, one small book like that. They will say how to understand men, full edition, just very small book, and then they will say how to understand women. They will bring a book as huge as almost times 10 in size of Oxford dictionary, and they will tell you it's just volume 1. See, anything that has to do with Nigerian police in this country is just like that book, just the volume 1 of it. It never ends.
So you mean we have 2-3 and more?
We've talked about this, and in fact, I don't know. You see, please.
So
I have several persons, personally, people I know. Okay, I have a friend that have had that experience, that have been locked up unlawfully. Okay, and when he came back, the stories he told, these people. If we begin to talk about police, when you talk about unlawful arrest. So many persons have been arrested unlawfully. Some persons, once they arrest you and they notice that after the first day, the second day, nobody asks of you, first week, second week, and all that, most of these persons, most of these innocent people are even used to exchange, criminals. So many things go behind.
I understand.
There are things that if we begin to talk about it or unfold them, when it has to do with our law enforcement agencies, especially the Nigerian police, we'll end up spending the whole hours without getting to. If you come to Western countries, or rather, let me say countries where things are done the normal way, you don't just you can't even, you can meet someone. Okay, I want you to follow us to the station for questioning. The person can decide not to talk to you, as long as the person has. See, once you have never been proved guilty by the law, nobody has any right to harass you, to force you, to torment you, what do they call it? So to torture you and stuff like that. Except you have been found guilty, just like they say, you don't shoot someone, unless the person is at a gun battle with you. If it's just a mere criminal that needs to be arrested and tried, no matter what the person's crime is, even someone who has killed someone or who has a murderer or whatever, as long as the person is not in a gun battle, is not holding weapon, and not in a gun battle with you, you cannot shoot such a person. It's not allowed. Like you are not. You have to. The person has to be arrested, tried in the court of law. If found guilty, will be taken behind bars. Yeah. So there are due processes of doing things when it comes to law, or rather law enforcement. There are due processes of doing things. But this our part of the world, or rather this our country is, what I call it, let me not say it's the last place you see due processes being followed. It's not even just particular to what do you call them, Nigerian police, almost in all aspects of our of the country.
Okay.
So this thing you're talking about is something that all of us, so many persons, if not all Nigerians, we know that things like this happen. We keep talking, we keep complaining, and on daily basis we keep seeing all these things. You know how many times the issue of collecting some stuff,
small stuff
from motorists and road users and all that. How many years now have we been talking about this? Has it stopped?
No,
it hasn't stopped, and it doesn't even look like it's going to stop.
It will stop.
Someone said something. I just read it from someone's house. This person said that Nigeria will, the person didn't even say might, not, we not, because we are all expecting Nigeria to one day take a better shape, like be better.
It will take a better shape. Yes,
to
have
be
that
better.
feeling.
Like when I mean being better, like the standard we are looking at of other countries where things are working. The person said that Nigeria can never be in that cannot be in that
category,
position, in that level we are looking at in our lifetime. Not that it will never be. I saw that particular statement. I had to think deep, because if you look at the way things are going now, look at what a senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria said. So we've gotten to the point where we now, where we kind of encourage corruption, or where we now, justify it as a thing. Imagine a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria coming out to say, the people are the ones who make us to steal money. They make us to commit crimes, like to do all these things. They make us to be corrupt. That's what it means. They cause us to be corrupt.
In what way? That's so wrong.
That is it. So you are trying to justify the fact that, first of all, because that statement, what it means, if you look at it critically, it means that he has accepted the fact that they actually steal money.
Exactly, of course,
but it's not really because they want to. It's because the people actually want them to. Because the people are expecting them to share with them. And that was what he said. They share it with people. They share it with the people. When they get the money, when they steal the money, they share it with the people.
Let's look at it this way now. if I'm a politician and you are the people, and I steal 1 trillion, how much you think I'm going to give to you?
No, maybe if you steal 1 trillion, we do it 50-50.
Do they do 50-50?
No, that's what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to tell us. Maybe if you steal 1 trillion naira, if the people who are you are expected to share it with, or who are expecting you to share it with them, let's say they are 100, that means you are going to divide it into 100 equal parts. Then everyone takes his own share. Maybe that's what he does in his own constituency or whatever. Now you're telling us that what brought about that is the new law of the death penalty for drug traffickers, those caught trafficking drug or peddling drug. So he's now kind of trying to mash two of them side by side, drug traffickers and corrupt politicians. So he was now like saying that the corrupt politicians are not. They are not doing it because they want to do it. The people actually made them do it. So that he doesn't believe in death penalty for people that steal maybe just million naira and billion naira. Where he expects such penalty to be given to such a person is from trillion. So when the person embezzles money up to a trillion,
who said that? Was it Ndume?
Ndume.
Oh, okay.
So look at one thing is that we don't really, things like this don't really surprise us. Funny enough, it doesn't surprise us because we know that before this month ends, or even before this week ends, someone else, one other politician or somebody of prominent or respected in quote anyway, will still come out to say something that even a child will hear it and will like, me will be picking no go fit talk this thing. How much more people we quote and unquote look up to, we call them leaders, elected in quotes, and then you come out to try to justify corruption. The reason why you steal money because of the people, because of myself and Ryan, because of both.
It's
of
not
us.
me and
he
you.
stole money. So he stole it so that he come and share with us or what.
It's not
see,
me. We
keep on taking abnormal things like. So
what do you
We're
think?
talking about the Nigerian police now.
Yeah.
You made mention of celebrities going about with
a lot of them,
bouncers and all that,
including politicians too.
In a sinner climb. Okay. How many persons do you even see in some of these countries? You see a celebrity, you see even senators and governors of states and all that. You see them, just in the midst of the common man. The normal citizen, everyone is just normal citizen. Here we have that class. We classify the average citizen, the ordinary citizen, the common masses, and then we have the elites, the VIPs, the politicians, But then, yes, we know that there are people who are above others when it comes to social class and the rest of them. But the mix-up is just there. You see a governor can just walk in casually into a grocery store or just supermarket or anywhere and just buy one or two things, just like you and I will just go there and purchase something and go his way. He will enter his car and drive himself and go home. Then you come to Nigeria, you're telling me that because of fear of whatever we don't know. Yes, we know this. Our country is insecurity and the rest of them. But that is not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That is where I'm going to.
Okay.
Why can't we do things the right way, the way human beings should do things? Because we don't do things like human beings should do things here in Nigeria, and it's wrong.
It's a lot of things going on. I think maybe there's something wrong with them. I don't know. I'm asking a question. The same question you're asking. I've been asking that question. We're all asking
a different class of different species of living things or different species of animals here. Because sometimes you see how we behave here. You keep on wondering, like there is a way someone will act sometimes, or someone. I'll keep on like are we a different species of living things or different species of animal?
Does it take it easy? Because I know you're getting angry. You're hitting this stuff.
No, that's why I said I don't want to use pigeon. I don't want to use pigeon. If I use pigeon, I go pay time. I know, but seriously, Ryan, I don't know.
I know you're angry. I'm also angry.
What that guy said about everything getting better, like we expect it in this lifetime, is obviously not true.
No, we have come to understand the the mess that the politicians in this government is actually doing to us. So we've known what to do, and like my man in North London would say, Remy would say, we know exactly what the government is doing. We know their pattern. If you've known the pattern, you know everything for decades. So let's know exactly what to do. And that's one thing, is to help ourselves grow individually. You understand? So that's the word. So we know them. And that's why it doesn't really bother some of us. It bothers us that bad. But of course, so before, some people are calling, and I said I'm not going to take call, but maybe you're going to take the call while I. So, but before the calls, okay, this is your camera is off. Who's okay?
I think they shouldn't be calling us on video call.
No video call. No video call.
And the phone lines are not yet open anyway.
The phone lines are not yet open. So just give me 1 minute. Let me let this one first before we go. So let's move on. Pro-Wike lawmakers no longer members of
River State again.
Pro-Wike lawmakers.
Without talking about River State, right?
It's my state. It's my state. Awala too much. Pro-Wike lawmakers no longer members of Rivers Assembly. PDP insists. Now I'm going to put you up to speed and update you on this one, and leave you to take calls with my man here. Dozie. So the People's Democratic Party said the Rivers State House of Assembly members who defected to All Progressive Congress have since lost their seats for arrogantly committing an unpardonable constitutional breach. That was a failure. I believe nobody advised them that well. Anyway, 25 lawmakers aligned with former Rivers State Governor and current Federal Capital Territory Minister, talking about no other than Nyesom Wike, shifted allegiance to the APC amid the political standoff between the minister and Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Now, the PDP is in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Debo Olugunagba, on on Thursday, declared that nothing will compel it to alter its stance. Olugunagba asserted that the party is not facing pressure from any quarter to compromise its position in courts, where it has clearly stated that the lawmakers ceased to be members of the Rivers State House of Assembly since December 11 last year, when they publicly announced their defection from the PDP to the APC. Dozie, over to you. You can now open the phone lines. And you that is calling, I don't know what interests you and what you want to talk about. What is your reaction with anything and everything that we have talked about, and the stories and all of the updates we've given so far? So if you want to be part of it, usually I wouldn't want to take calls, but come on, if you want to call me, I'll give it a chance. 0700 903 903 903 081 7175 6338. Those are the numbers. Those definitely will be here to take your calls. But you see, this issue is crazy. I love that law.
You see this whole River State stuff is still part of what we are talking about. Okay, this whole because I actually made you the governor. Okay, I bought ticket for you. I gave you money. You now think because of that I'm supposed to control you, tell you what to do, how to. I don't know if I've said this here. This same thing is what ruined Abia State for 24 good years. Godfatherism. Because I put you on seat, you're supposed to be loyal to me. We keep doing things that are not normal. Right? I keep saying this because this whole is now sounding like nuisance, like disturbance every day. Now go to our YouTube page. Most of our topics and stuff we've talked about this week. This week, last week, go there. You keep seeing. I want to say wrong.
Please call me. Call my name.
Wike and Fubara everywhere. But these things are not. What you as a River State citizen, tell me, what business do you have with all this? This one is loyal. This loyal. This, are we supposed to be talking about loyalty, or we are supposed to be talking about leadership? What the people elected you to do, what you're supposed to be. The one in Abuja should face his own work in Abuja.
That's true.
Things like this, I don't know. That's why personally, this whole River State stuff, your state, I'm just fed up. I'm tired of hearing Rivers State. Let's talk about something else.
You see.
Come on.
Let me just say it cannot be overemphasized. If we keep talking about this thing, like every time. It's simple. This is it's a big. This is a big
objects and
River State
chasing shadows here in Nigeria. Things that are irrelevant, Ryan. Come on.
It's not irrelevant.
Come on.
River State is very important.
No.
Listen,
it's not about what I'm saying. Is this whole talk of war of a thing?
That's what I'm saying.
It's what I'm saying.
That's what
we don't need it. The Rivers people don't need this now. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fine. So can I say something now? Because you see here. I know you're sick and tired of all of this, and you see, if you were to be a politician, you do well. I know. So, but the thing is, why would somebody, you were in office now, and the person who felt that he was the one who brought you in wants to control the money, wants to control the River State money, wants to control you, want to control what you do, want to, tell you what not to do, what not to do. That's literally very wrong. And you see, Fubara tried his best. From what I saw, he tried his best to be able to, to respect him because he brought him.
I like the fact that he doesn't really want to dance to his tune. Honestly, I love it. That's one thing I just love about him, because we saw it, we've seen it in so many states. Some even ended up controlling the person for the entire 8 years. So for him to want to let him know that he is the chief security officer of the state and he's supposed to, be in charge of whatever thing that happens in the state, and it's his duty to take care of Rivers citizens, and that's what he's there to do.
Yeah, and that's
I think
what
that's the area I actually love what he's doing. But the
problem is not Fubara.
Guys from Abuja trying to control that
the problem is Wike. Wike is the problem. And
someone called him Emperor Wike.
Yeah, so they call him all kind of names. Wike, and the funny thing is that he was doing. He was one of my favorite. Although I knew that nothing goes for nothing. I knew that something was on the ground doing projects. Civil servants where you are trapped, no promotion, and I keep seeing them complaining, including people close to me, and I'm wondering what exactly is this man doing. But at the end of the day, you've gotten someone to be there. Just allow the person that you got there to do his job. At least small on the ground, you can be doing your thing with him. Why trying to control him, not to do this, not to do that? You've done your own. Nobody control you. Allow him to do his own so he can give accounts at the end of the day. And the problem now, the big problem is this pro-weak lawmakers that were trying to abide and align with their master against
the loyalists.
Now, that constitution, that law that says if you defect, the seat is not longer yours. If you defect, the seat is no longer yours.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, okay. I think I need to leap about talking this. I'm going to give you a chance. I'm a little bit distracted. I won't be able to talk because I have to do many things.
He's really distracted.
So let me let you guys and let me let you guys talk to. Dozier is here. It's going to pick your calls 0700-903-903-903 081-7175-6338. These are the numbers you can call in, and let's hear your take on some of the updates we've given you. And I'm going to say hello and hi to Ify, who's actually sending a text or always calling from our Gold Palace way.
And if you something there, she said something.
No, I'm not saying that. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's your business.
If Rhyme doesn't want to read your message.
Thank you, Ify. God bless you. Thank you so very much. And then, of course, I'm going to keep doing what I do best, okay? All right.
right. This is still Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and is the nighttime show, trending Thursday edition. We have some stories trending for today and for the week that we've been, talking about, and it's time to take your calls. It's the time now to take your calls, and before we take the calls, I think I need to make a kind of brief rundown of what we talked about. Myself and Rhyme is not available at the moment. I would like to say he just stepped out, and of course, before the program ends for tonight, Rhyme will be back. My name is Dozie, right? And then the numbers for you to call is 0700 903 903 903 for your calls, and there's 0817 175 0817 175 6338 for your WhatsApp calls and WhatsApp messages. We talked about Labour rejecting plans by Nigerian government to use pension funds to drive infrastructural development. We brought you the story that the Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress TUC have petitioned the federal government, cautioning it against deploying funds domiciled in the National Pension Fund scheme to drive economic and infrastructural development across the country. I know the story goes down, but I'm just doing a recap. I won't be giving you the full gist. We talked about that, and of course, we said UAE may lift visa ban on Nigeria as Emirates resume flights October 1st. Remember the news that Emirates airline will be, resuming flights by October 1st here in Nigeria. So, because of that, the visa ban on Nigerians by the government of the United Arab Emirates. So, the visa ban may be lifted because of the Emirates that is resuming 1st of October this year. All right. We also said something about King Charles and William's attempt to block Harry and Meghan's future royal tours fell. All right. Prince Charles and Meghan Markle have just completed a private tour of Nigeria, leaving King Charles in a precarious position as he tried to stop the couple touring the Commonwealth, according to a royal expert. So the story goes down and down and down and down, but remember, I'm giving you a summary of all the stories, not details. 0700 903 903 903 0817 175 6338. All right. Defense headquarters declares Nigerian terrorist Halilu Buzu wanted. All right. Defense headquarters DHQ declares Nigerian terrorist Halilu Buzu wanted. Right. So you can also comment on the story. When you call, you tell us the story that tickles your fancy, and of course you give us what you think about any of the stories. We have someone here. Good evening to you. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name and location?
My name is Chris. I'm calling from Ejibo.
Chris, calling from Ejibo. How is Ejibo this evening?
My brother is
hope you enjoyed the rain.
The rain, his work has been expecting us.
Okay.
So with Nepal and the Wahala.
Yeah, it's almost everywhere.
But we thank God.
All right, Chris, please go ahead.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Okay, what caught my attention is the issue of the federal government using the pension fund to fund the economy of something.
Okay.
I don't know why the kind of government, the way I manage the reason things out. I don't just understand.
I'm with you, Chris. I'm with you. Oh! Come on, this network. I wouldn't like this today. I wouldn't like this tonight. You've been doing this the whole day. Please, this is Dozier here, okay? So you don't have to do this to me. All right? I need to hear from my callers. I need to hear what they've got to say Chris, please do well to call us back. All right, 0700 903 903 903 for your calls, and 0817 175 6338 for your WhatsApp calls and WhatsApp messages. Please keep trying the lines. The network has been kind of terrible since today. The rain and the wind, the cloudy weather, everything contributed to it. So just keep trying. I'll pick your call once I see it, and hopefully the call will go down well smoothly. All right. All right, 0700 903 903 903. Who is here? Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and location?
My name is Opeyemi.
Opeyemi, calling from where?
From Lagos.
From Lagos, okay. All right. Thank you so much, Opeyemi, for calling. Please go ahead.
Okay. I want to start with this death sentence for drug pushers.
For drug pushers, all right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Carriers and users.
Okay.
You see, whatever involves a lot of money, drug is a big business. When they allow to run around, just like the case of the Arrears, they can change the government and position their own people there. On the passport of some countries, they already put it there. There's trafficking for drug pushers. And you see few Nigerians obtaining this visa, and then they get caught to start complaining. You wanted them to see what drugs and done to the life of the street. Some age of 8, 6, 9 are already doing. What benefit or use can those ones have for a nation? When Buhari introduced it, then I think I can remember Oju Olape, Masihowo, and one other who are publicly executed and the thing stopped. It's the same thing with corruption as well. When you are saying if the Senator of the Federal Republic can publicly announce for that their own house that they have the liberty to steal deals without getting punished. It is only those that manage to steal trillions that can be executed in trials. What kind of nation is that? No nation tries, because I know how many billions of dollars America spends in curbing the excess of Mexico from importing drugs into their country. At the point in time, they have to go, the commandos have to go in there and bring in their presidents and jail him. You see, in this country, it's like I can't call it Banana Republic anymore. It is a jungle where unusual things is normal. And people have been so popularized to the extent that only organization, the only authority that can save us. I'm not calling for a food with my brother. It's only the military and just for one thing. Excuse them. Not feeling them. Nigerian politicians will never learn from independence. The court labor as personal memory to the Royal State, the Second Republic, Shagari Gate, to the court as personal memory. Now, people have come again. And what are you going to try to pacify this kind of people who still billions without thinking about it? Where the markets are bleeding. And this nation can afford to publicly spec out 48,000 naira for workers. to do what? When their dogs allowance is more, things for more than 500,000 dollars, 500,000 naira. However, it's a very deep thing. Unless there is an other force, and you are the essence of the realm agreement, yes.
All right.
You can never be telling you get them out of power.
All right.
Unless they are kicked out, booted out, jacked out. They don't even need to do them. Let them just send them in need.
All right.
This is not democracy, my brother. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Opeyemi. God bless you. Another story we have here: court backs CBN, directs banks to collect customers' social media handles. The Federal High Court in Lagos has upheld a new Central Bank of Nigeria CBN regulation, which requires financial institutions to demand and collect the social media handles of their customers as part of the standard Know Your Customer procedure. All right, is another story that we brought you this evening. You can also call and react to it. All right. Sorry, I couldn't take your call. Please do it to call back 0700 903 903 903. Okay. That's for the call, and 0817 175 6338 for your WhatsApp messages. And of course, you can also call us on WhatsApp via the same number. Someone is here. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Akuchinyere, I guess.
Yes.
Akuchinyere, how are you doing today?
I'm blessed God. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you enjoying the cold and the rain?
My dear brother, if no politician they give us the rain, they don't collect.
My sister, thank God they are not the ones in charge of this rain, the sun, and all these some of these things. Yeah, exactly.
Thank God that the God is greater than them.
Yeah, definitely.
My special greetings to everybody on the listeners. I want to say something concerning the bad news that happened today on Ola Panta concerning the killing of 8 passengers, including the driver, in the accident. And I also want to thank our leader, His Excellency. Day before yesterday, you people invited one of these special media advisor, yes. So, and he said something reasonable that everybody was heard what he said, which he's doing very fine. I also want to let them know that we have a lot of checkpoints.
Okay.
We have a lot of checkpoints in that route, and those checkpoints are not. They are not meaningful. Yes, they are not meaningful, because if they are doing something reasonable, those people standing there saying that they are doing checking, when if they are doing something reasonable, I believe those accidents will not be occurring every day in and day out. So I'm begging him for him to do something about it.
Yeah, definitely.
So that, and another thing is those trucks that are busy killing people, selling bread and killing people. I want to know: are they not registered? Are they not working for people? Are they not the company? Is it not a registered company? Is it not as in? Does it mean that people did not know the company, the names of the companies of those drivers, as in the company that those driver is working for? Because I don't understand. Every day, every time we'll be hearing that truck are killing people. killing people on the road, damning people in their shop, killing people every time, and we are not hearing the names of the company, the owners of those trucks. Yeah, and they're not even calling the numbers, and
it's a pity. It's a pity.
I just want to say, may the souls of those 19 humans, may their souls rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
And
it's well.
May God
thank you so much, Akuchinyere, for calling.
Light and life to their family.
It's well.
I want to say something concerning the pension.
Okay, all right. Please go ahead.
Yes, I think the Nigeria workers, their quietness are getting too much. Yes,
is it really the Nigerian workers alone? Nigerians in general. I think someone said that, we just love to move on, right? We move on so easily, and we really keep quiet a lot, like you say. It's not just about the workers, but go ahead.
Those people are busy. They're just busy trying to make us feel busy, see something to talk about, and they're busy doing their own thing in the secret.
That's the strategy.
They're busy doing their own things. What is hard for them to make us happy? What is hard for them to put smile on their people's faces? Which day are we going to be proud of those people? What kind of foundation are they trying to bring out? What are we going to learn from them? What are we going to learn from them? And they say that we are the leaders of tomorrow. What kind of example are they putting now?
We are still waiting for the tomorrow, Akuchinyere. They told us we are leaders of tomorrow. We are still waiting for that tomorrow to come. Maybe tomorrow hasn't come yet.
We are still waiting.
Let's keep hoping.
Okay. Are we even talking about their being old, sitting in the throne, or are we even talking about they know the truth and they don't want to do it? They're just waiting for who will say something wrong, and they will start looking for the person.
Is well.
Good night, people.
Thank you so much, Akuchinyere. Thank you so much. Please just take it easy, all right? Just take it easy. Well, we've always known how to survive in Nigeria, and it seems we've developed this kind of thick skin, adaptation style, adapting to whatever the situation is. Let's just keep adapting and hoping that one day we'll wake up and then, we can now talk, right? Someone is here. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and location?
Yes, my name is Peter, calling from Isolo.
Peter the Rock, calling from Isolo. Yes, how's Isolo this evening?
Yes. Yeah, Isolo is very cool.
I hope the Rock bring out living water, right? Spring water. That's the rivers of.
Yes, you got it right.
Yes, I hope you bring out this water.
Right.
Yeah, and everybody around you, they drink from this water. All right, Peter, go ahead.
How do you?
Yeah.
My concern is about the gratuity of the pension money they're talking about. Government is trying to grab, as they are grabbing everything. Please, everybody should stand against that. It is the last hope of those workers. If they venture handle that money, they will never get anything again. They will never get anything again. Everybody should stand up, please. This one I concern everybody. Because if the owners of that money, if they do not get it, this issue we are talking will be a charge bill we are having now. If the government grab that money, please. Now they are looking for everywhere. They are going to NEPA tariff. That one is not enough for them. They are going to cyber crime. That one is not enough. The one that is looking this one. That's the only alternative they have now. But if we do not stand, if we stand against that one, I mean, that's the only way. Because if they do it, this worker they will suffer. That's the only thing they have for now. That's my take on it.
All right. Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hello, good evening to you.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, this is Chris calling back.
Okay, all right, Chris. Quick one.
Sorry for what happened. The network.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right. The situation with this government borrowing money from the pension. This is not the first time they will borrow money from the pension fund. I don't know if maybe it's because the thing is very, very accessible to them. They leave other sources and keep borrowing money from the labor of people. People who have saved all their life. Now, the money now is what they want to collect. To do what? And we're yet after borrowing all those things. We don't feel their impact. Nothing. Look at the rules. Look at everything just in shambles. So I'm not really happy. I'm not really happy with all those stuff. Nigerian workers, everybody.
Hello, Chris. Oh, network again. Come on, not again. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and location?
Opeyemi again.
Opeyemi calling back. All right.
All right. You see, I think our governments are the real bandits. How could our leaders import guerrilla fighters from Sudan, Mali, all these war-torn countries around us in the name of politics? Now they have come and they are making billions. Our future leaders, generals, the army are being slaughtered at everything. If I have the power, I will charge them for mass slaughter. I will charge them at the war courts to come and see what is happening. Do you know, my brothers, that the number of casualties in Nigeria to hunger, mandatory murder, criminality, drugs abuse, and everything is more than the number of all the countries that are fighting actual war presently in Africa? And every day it's as if it's the usual thing. I will appeal to our elders that are still alive to call these people to order. Else, they will exterminate everybody. People are dying every day en masse. In fact, death in Nigeria today is as cheap as anything. So, I don't know. I'm just fed up of the whole thing. We talk about it every day. People communicate from abroad. Our youth run away there, only never to come back again. It is pitiable. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, too.
Yeah.
You have something to say?
No. I thought you went off, so I actually wanted to.
No. I'll call you back later before you round up the program.
All right. Thank you so much, Obeyemi. Thank you. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, Dozier. This is Mrs. Kenny. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Mrs. Kenny. How are you doing? How is the rain? How is the weather? How are you enjoying it?
I love the rain. It makes everywhere cool and nice. Sorry you didn't in the area.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
I said the rain makes it cool and nice.
Yeah, of course.
I heard you saying that it didn't rain. Sorry about that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. There are a number of things I want to talk about.
Okay.
The number one thing I want to talk about is federal government, wanting to, is it a loan they said they want to take from the Pension Funds Commission? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, to use a federal government's plan to use Nigerian pension funds to drive infrastructural development.
Yeah, and I'm begging Mr. President, His Excellency Ashiwaju Bola Tinubu, please don't do it. The reason why I'm saying that, for spiritual reasons, you see that money, it's not only pensioners that are impacted. Everyone that is working, whose employer has a retirement fund for them going somewhere, are impacted. It includes people in their 20s, in their 30s, right up to retirement age. It's going to impact a whole bulk of Nigerians. Why I'm begging the Mr. President not to do it is because if the whole nation starts crying out to God because of what is going on, He wouldn't do it. I would suggest that whoever is the one that gave him that idea, that he shouldn't listen to that particular idea. Because I know the money is there. He can see the money. Yes, it's a lot of money. But he should please not touch it. Because there are some people that are the apple of God's eye that are part of those contributing to that money. May not even be retirees yet. They still be actively working. There will be some widows whose money is in that pool. Some people who don't have fathers or mothers, and they are working tirelessly, looking forward to when one day they will retire, their money is there. The word of God is so strong, and luckily for us, we have a first lady who is a pastor, so she understands the word of God. If we do anything to widows, we do anything to the fact, it's painful. So that's my suggestion regarding that.
Are you there, Mrs. Kenneth?
Yes, I am.
You said,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm even looking at her right this minute. You say she's a pastor?
That's what I heard. I heard that the First Lady, Senator Remi Tinubu, I heard she's a pastor of one of these, leading churches. I don't want to call the name of the church, but I heard she's a pastor. Well, if she's not a pastor, at least she's a Christian.
Okay.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah, let's agree on that.
Okay. So as a Christian, she's very well knowledgeable about the Bible and what the Bible says about widows and fatherless. What the Bible also says about the poor. So I'm on my knees. I'm pleading with the president of our great nation that he should please not touch that money. So that's that.
All right. Thank you so much.
Now, yes. Now, I'm not done yet, though.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The second thing I want to contribute about is yoo-hoo. So we Nigerians have a footprint in the British monarchy, I would say. 43% Nigerian. That is, what Meghan came up as. I'm excited about it.
Really?
I'm thrilled about it. Yeah, I just could be, something about me. I like to fact check. So when you were reading it and saying something about her Nigerian heritage, I asked someone to quickly Google for me.
And you saw it?
And they said Yeah, I saw it. The person saw it and told me that, based on the DNA testing, that she's 43% Nigerian. So don't joke with us Nigerians. Yeah, so that's a great one there.
Okay.
And then Akachuku, I believe, called regarding an accident and what happens in, when these vehicles lose, control. I'm pleading to the Federal Road Safety Corps. I think they are the ones that are the responsible owners of ensuring roadworthiness of vehicles. It's an awesome, commission to have, but I'm also asking them to please benchmark properly. If they go to these global countries and they benchmark, whether it's Department of Safety, in America, the Department of Public Safety, rather DPS, they would see that department is responsible for roadworthiness. So you get a sticker each time you check your vehicle in a stipulated time frame. You check the brakes, you check the tires, your lights must work. And these vehicles that we have that maybe the right pointer, the right signal or the left signal, even if it's just the cover that is broken, that vehicle is not roadworthy. So everything should be intact. So I'm encouraging the Department of Federal or the Federal Road Safety Corps in Nigeria to embark on, benchmarking endeavor and find out what they need to do to ensure our vehicles are roadworthy. And that's what I would say about that. But in addition to that, I don't think that vehicles that transport containers should be allowed to function how they want. We should have stirrups that strap those containers down to the panel of those 18-wheelers. You know what I'm talking about. In Nigeria, we call it 911, I think. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll use Nigerian lingo. Those things, when I call it stirrup, they probably would not understand because it's not something you commonly see. But something that ties down that container securely to the panel of that 911 should all be in use. There's a reason for that. Those vehicles also, that little thing that kind of like clicks when the container is put on that panel that, although it's very short, it shouldn't be that short, but I don't know if we can do anything about it, but those things should be in place. Now, that panel also should be straight. I've seen and observed some panels that are so crooked that there's a gap that you can almost put, I'm exaggerating now, you can almost put a football through the gap between the container and that panel. So it's not a flat, panel that is, that is snapped on as properly. So they really need to look at those panels very well. Those 911 vehicles very well to ensure that they are fully roadworthy. Because I have heard about different accidents. I have a personal friend who lost her brother because that container, fell on his vehicle. And that was the only son of the family, but luckily he has already given birth to a son who is less than a teenager. The young lad is growing up without a father. So those things are not fair to we Nigerians. So the Federal Road Safety Corps has work to do. This is not an opportunity for them to start receiving, that little slap in the hand and money exchange, 100 naira one day. No, it is time for them to ensure proactively, whichever way they have the access to do it, that vehicles are roadworthy in order to protect Nigeria. You know something? What goes around comes around. When we protect other people, we're protecting ourselves. And why do I say that? I'll give a case study. It's a very painful experience. Am I talking too much? You want to stop me?
No, go ahead. Just finish up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm just saying in essence is that if we don't take care of what we can take care of here, other people, if they do the same, it's going to be a domino effect, and we don't want that. It won't be pretty. But if we do what we need to do, other people will do what we need to do, and we will be A-okay, and Nigeria will be better. So that's what I'm just encouraging in a nutshell, so that, we prevent disasters and all these unfortunate events. So that's really what much my contribution for today is.
Okay.
Though I wanted to talk about another thing, but I don't think it really falls within this particular topic, or maybe tomorrow.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Kenny.
Thank you very much, and God bless Nigeria.
Enjoy your weather. It's God given.
I will do you.
All right.
I want to encourage you. Nigeria will be better in our time.
Of course.
Believe it and have it.
We believe so.
Okay.
All right.
God
Thank
bless
you.
us all.
All right. Good night.
All right.
Okay. I think someone is here. Where do I pick this one from? Chris. I guess it is Chris calling.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening.
Good evening, Chris. How you doing? Oh,
Chris says chicken out.
He would like say he jacked off, right? Okay, we still have Chris back again. Chris, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's happening to your network? Is it?
I don't know. It's as if they know what I want. No, I'm not enjoying the weather. Don't worry. I see what you're doing, man.
You're not enjoying the weather. I understand why you're not enjoying it. Don't mention. Don't say no more. I understand. Don't worry.
I mean, Raheem's shoes, so are in the same shoes.
Yeah,
He's also not enjoying the weather.
I know all these shoes all of the day. Me, I follow this shoe. I don't know because I'm right here in the studio and we are all putting on the same shoe at the moment. What's going on? Come on,
it's not
please.
me and you that's putting the same shoes.
It's all of us of us. Good evening to you. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and location?
Hello.
Please turn down the volume on your radio.
All right. Mr. Dozie, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I know that Mr. Rahim has running. It's not beside you there.
He's here. He has sneaked back in the way he sneaked out.
Now, wow. Anyhow, this is Big Prince calling.
Big Prince, where are you calling us from?
I am calling you from Nigeria. Are they around now?
All of us, they're Nigeria. No problem. Go ahead. I hope Nigeria is good today.
Nigeria is good.
All right, go ahead.
Let's leave it like that, because all of us are alive.
We are not going further. We are stopping there.
Actually, I want to say something concerning our politicians.
Okay.
Something I just want to ask is the law of federal government of Nigeria, is it supreme? It's been a very big question in my heart. Why? Concerning those people that comes out to speak anyhow, a particular gang or group of people that will come out to exercise their religious activities. They said that maybe somewhere along the line those things are priority, they can be touched on, is their tradition. Some even go ahead to have a different court of law based on religious institution. My question now, from all these activities, I begin to derive this question to ask: are we still having the law of this nation as supreme? On the other side of the other religious people, they don't have any different religious courts. But these people instituted a different religious court in which their own law and protocols are being regulated. Look at the young ladies that are being offered into marriage. Can't the state now offer some certain money or things that can make their life and welfare to be so much good in future by giving them skills, either formally or informal? All they will remember is certain people will be grouped and be pointing over 2 or 3 ladies to marry at once in this perilous economic situation. And in tomorrow, in future to come, when the problem will come out as a syndrome, it becomes so serious that the nation will no longer show it. Now let me come into Gumi. This is exactly why I say that some of them are substandard education or informal. I don't even know how to put it. Some who are under the tree, they got university certificates. They studied under the tree. Some of them did not pass through secondary school and they become professor. I cannot call some of them honorable or excellent because there is nothing like honorable or excellent in anything they are doing, education-wise, moral-wise, religious-wise. They don't have any inculcation starting from the family to the background of education, religious-wise. Now look at Gumi talking this kind of thing, and you will call him honorable member, excellent, and so on and so forth. In what way?
I think the name is Ndume, not Gumi. Ndume, Ali Ndume.
Ali Ndume, to be corrected. Thank you. Even my text cannot say that I beg you pardon. This is arrant nonsense. That kind of statement at his own age, even if he's not educated, he can't say. In fact, the most worst person in my village cannot say that kind of statement. In fact, we are calling on Federal Republic of Nigeria. In fact, we are calling on every stakeholder.
Hello. Hello. I think that's gone. Okay, we have someone else here. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, Josie, I don't know what's happening, man.
Yeah, the network is actually.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Chris. Go ahead.
Okay. So, like what I heard Mrs. Ekene speak regarding Remi Tinubu. I had sent, Remi, if you can hear me, I sent something to your WhatsApp. She's actually an ordained pastor.
Okay.
I sent a reference link also to Remi. You can verify that. Okay. So, yeah, so that we know she's an ordained pastor. She's been ordained for a very long time. All right. So,
Well, I think at this point we'll be calling it a night, since the network is actually not being friendly, and it's past 12 already. Come on, it's late. We're already into the next day, Friday, 17th of May 2024, and it's 7 minutes past 12 a.m. or 12 midnight, whichever one you choose to call it. I think it's time we take a bow. All right. I want to thank everyone that called, those that sent in message. Chris, I don't know why this network doesn't really want it to talk. I think we'll give it one more shot, and if it doesn't go through, we go ahead and call it a night. Hi, Chris.
Hi. Yeah, I've had to switch internet. I hope this one works this time.
Oh, that's all right.
So I'll be very fast with this. So basically, I've always said this. If you remember correctly, we have given the keys to the city to the underworld. So when I hear people say things like, I want the government to do this, I wish they do this, they're not doing anything, they're not interested. Do they know what's happening? They do. Do you understand? But are they ready to do anything? They're not going to do anything. They're not interested. Do you understand? Because if I used to say, if you understand the traits of the devil, do you understand? If you have a snake in your house, you don't pamper, you send it out. So right now they have the keys, and like I've always said, you will hear more annoying things. Just watch. That has always been the traits of the devil. You will hear more, like the way they are so creative with evil. You will hear things you've never. Which one is cyber security levy? How does it work? Are you trying to tell me that the levy, my money won't get missing from the bank, or I'm protected against hackers, or what? You hear different kind of things. Do you know that if you empower local refineries, I mean, they say our major refineries are not.
Oh. Well, I'm so sorry, Chris. We have to go. All right. The network did us dirty, but at least we're able to take some calls, and and that's it. So thank you so much for being part of this. This is still Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and it's a nighttime show with Rhyme and Dozie. We'll be back here tomorrow, or rather today, by 10 p.m. Of course, Rhyme will be back with you. All right. So thank you for being here, and to have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Always remember to sow love and also to sow kindness. Very important. My name is Dozie Onoha. We are going to be playing you some good tunes to make your night. All right. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Good night.